Welcome to Enfys Tarot. It's Friday, January 10th, 2025, and that means it's time for the Friday Fast 5. This is where we're going to ask Spirit to give us a message in 5 cards only. And so we're going to do the who, what, where, when, and why. We'll just find out what's going on. So if we can get some advice from our spirit guides, our ancestors, something for the community today, the who, the what, the where, the when, and the why. It's not quite ready to start pulling yet. How's everybody doing? I hope you're all enjoying your week. It's gone by really fast for me so far. I mean, 2025 so far has just blown by in a flash for me. Is anyone else feeling that? Who is coming out first? What, where, when, and why? All right. Let's make sure these are all in the screen. Who is out there feeling like they are about to re-enter a period of blessings and goodwill and community? Who is entering into a new community? Who is exiting out of scarcity, loneliness? That's who we are going to be talking about today. If you feel like you have been in any way isolated or experiencing scarcity or lack, if you've been feeling lonely, and you think that maybe you're beginning to emerge, like you're feeling that little tickle in the back of your mind saying, hey, it's time to take advantage of this opportunity. Or maybe you're thinking about joining a new, I don't know, church or some kind of team or organization. Maybe you're about to take a class, you know, something that's going to get you back into a community setting that's going to enhance your life in some way. It's going to be a good idea to do it. I'm saying that because you're getting the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. When this card is upright, it is really talking about somebody who is kind of hitting bottom. You know, you've got these 2 people that are just left out in the cold. They're shut out in the cold. You can see there's a church behind them. The church represents connection, spirituality, community, support, guidance, all of the things that we need in order to satisfy that tribal nature that we all have. These guys are, you know, one of them's on crutches. They're clearly injured. They're cold. They're kind of dressed in, you know, tattered clothing. Clearly they're not doing very well, and they're like right on the verge. It's like they're right outside. They can see through the glow of the stained glass window here, and the stained glass window is showing an image of the tree of life. So this is life source energy that they are just about to get, you know, they're so close. And when it's in reverse, it's like you're exiting that period of isolation and scarcity and disconnection. All right. So that's the who we're talking about. People who are starting to come out of this sort of cocooned period of being all alone and disconnected. Okay. The what is the King of Swords. There is some kind of clarity. There's some kind of belief or clarity or understanding that you have. It's almost, I'm feeling like there's been an epiphany. There's some kind of idea, something that is getting you a little bit closer to being connected to source energy and to who you want to be in this world, like how you want life to look. You're getting this idea here and you're beginning to communicate. And that's a really important aspect of the King of Swords, is understanding and having that clarity of what's needed and then speaking it into existence, right? When the King of Swords gets the idea, they communicate it to the Queen communicates it to the Knight takes it into action. Okay, so this is the first step. This is the believing, the understanding, the knowing. So that's the what. The where is in an area of your life that you've been ignoring because you're so busy focused on the negatives, okay? So take a look at all of the different aspects of your life and figure out which one you have been really harping on the negatives with, okay? Like, look at the area of your life where you're just focused on all of the disappointments and all of the reasons that that can't happen, all of the things that are going on that are preventing you from moving forward, and acknowledge that area. This is the where, and then see what happens if you turn your gaze, okay? This is the area of your life where you can get this clarity, because in the Four of Cups card, the universe is offering up a cup to this person, but the person is not seeing the cup. They're not taking it. They're kind of like, they're sitting there like this, and they're just focused on these 3 cups that are sitting in front of them, and they won't divert their gaze. But the 3 cups sitting in front of them aren't the answer. They're not the solution. They're the distractions or the problems or the attachments that we kind of get involved in, and then we can't let it go, right? So just kind of like look up, you know, just like look and see what else is coming in. There's something trying to come in. So that's the where. It's the area of your life where something else is trying to come in and you haven't seen it because you're focused on all these other little things. The when, who, what, where, when. This is the end of something. The 10 always represents the end of a cycle. And the 10 of Wands specifically represents a cycle that has been just dragging you down. You just feel burdened. There's just a heavy burden, and it's like for only you to carry. You know, look at that card. This person is like, oh, I got to carry these wands all the way over there. Well, guess what? This area is coming to an end, and this is the time. This is the time to take a look at the areas of your life where you might have some new opportunity coming in that's going to give you some clarity and get you back on track, reconnected, okay? So the when is at the end of a cycle, and now is the end of the cycle. That's what's happening right now. So the who, what, where, when, why? Well, this why coming in here is the Chariot, okay? And the Chariot is in reverse. The Chariot represents contrast. It also represents movement, forward momentum, opposing forces that are sort of like propelling something in a forward direction. And it's a very straight line. There's not a whole lot of paying attention to what's around you. There's not that meandering quality and growth of the moon energy. It's the Chariot. So it's totally controlled, absolutely focused, moving forward, right? Well, in your why, the Chariot is in reverse. So you might be at a time right now where it's important for you to consider why you are doing what you've been doing, why you are living life the way you've been living it, why have you been offered this contrast that you have been feeling this heavy burden for so long, and you feel like you're all by yourself, and you feel like you are totally independent, right? You're not independent. You are connected to source energy whether you know it or not. It's like that that poem, Footprints in the Sand, or something like that. It's, you know, you're always connected to source. You just sometimes kind of close it off, and you're not listening, and you're not feeling that protection. Sometimes we need the contrast in order to experience connection to source. Sometimes that contrast that's required is the feeling of the heavy burden of being isolated and alone. So when this card comes in reverse, it's suggesting that there's going to be an opportunity for something to change, something to flip-flop, okay? Sometimes this can mean movement is stopping, and because we have the 10 coming in before it, this could mean that this energy, this kind of energy here, is stopping right here so that something else can open up. But it can also mean that this has been happening so that you experience the contrast as you move forward. So there's your Friday 5. Let's go ahead and see what this last card is. I don't know if this is something that just take with you for the road, or an extra overarching theme. It could be a shadow card. It's the Queen of Swords. So here's the what, and this is like the how. This is what's happening right now, okay? It's time for you to communicate your needs, your desires, your truth. It's time to communicate your truth. It's time to send out your intention into the universe so that you're really engaged with Source. It's time for you to speak your intention into existence, okay? That's your how today is coming in. So guys, thank you so much for joining me today. This has been Enfys Tarot. That's your Friday 5. I hope that you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you Monday for either Modern Nirvana Monday, or maybe we'll do Earth Magic Monday. We'll kind of feel it out and see what's needed when we get there. All right, thank you so much. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.